She has frog-like eyes, a plastic smile, and a name that sounds like it came out of a Japanese cartoon, the Renault Twingo. Introduced in 1992, it broke all the conventions of automotive design. Small, cute, slightly cheeky. Like someone asked, what if we made a car that makes you smile? And Renault, against all odds, said, let's do it. What's crazy is that the Twingo was never supposed to exist. It was born out of industrial chaos, budget cuts, and a complete disregard for common sense. And yet it's the one that will save the diamond-branded company from an impending disaster. Let's revisit its story today. Subtitles mid-1980s. Renault is in bad shape, very bad shape. The company is accumulating losses, shutting factories, selling subsidiaries, and abandoning projects repeatedly. The popular small car project, the famous VBG for low-end vehicles, ends up in the trash. The legendary Renault 4 is reaching the end of its career, and its replacement is in limbo. Meanwhile, Peugeot and Citroën are doing better. The 205 is a hit, and the Visa and the X are holding their own. Renault watches sales pass by, eyes tired. But in a corner of the workshop, a few stubborn engineers keep dreaming of a revolutionary little car. Compact, spacious, and above all, cheerful. A bit like a French Mini, but with common sense. The concept of a small car at Renault goes back a long way. As early as the 1970s, Renault already wanted a replacement for the 4L. Something modern, practical, and popular, with projects like X44, X45, and even X49. But every time, the financial calculations kill the project before it even gets a chance to breathe. Then in the 1980s, Matra released the Espace. And then, a breakthrough. The concept of the one-box design. A car designed from the inside out. No unnecessary hood, no protruding trunk, just a large, flexible space. The designers at Renault then said to themselves, what if we did the same thing as the Espace, but in a mini version? The first W60 project models were created by young designers Jean-Pierre Plouet and Thierry Métrose, who were bold and still had hair. They worked under the direction of Gaston Juchet, who was then the head of Renault Design. Their idea was a compact car with a unique shape, wheels at each corner, and an interior as roomy as a minivan. But at the same time, another big name in design got involved. Marcello Gandini, the man behind the Lamborghini Countach. Gandini proposed a futuristic version with a sloping front window and sharp lines. It's beautiful, but it's also way too expensive for a brand that can't even pay its suppliers anymore. As a result, the project was suspended, and as is often the case at Renault, suspended means we'll never do it. In 1987, Raymond Levy became the new boss of Renault, and he wanted change. He then hired Patrick Lequesmont, a visionary designer from Ford, known for his bold style and his unusual ties. Lequesmont rediscovered the models of the W60 project and fell in love with the idea. It's round, it's simple, it's bold. Exactly what Renault needs to regain its soul. Facing management, he insisted, we're going to make this car even if no one believes in it. And he's right, no one believes in it. The customer tests are disastrous. A minority loves it, the majority hates it, but Levy's charms and Lequesmont persists. The project is back and will be called X06. Problem: the project is not profitable. Renault assigns the task to Yves Dubreuil, an engineer as precise as a Swiss watchmaker. His goal: make the project viable. The budget is cut in half. 3.5 billion francs instead of 7. The specs are as minimalist as a Japanese apartment. No right-hand drive, no diesel, only one engine, only one windshield wiper. Few options and various tricks to save even more, like the antenna placed on the rear-view mirror to save on the cable going to the car radio. But within these constraints, good ideas are born. The digital dashboard and sliding bench seat offer 17 cm of movement. Impressive for this size. The possibility of making a bed and a colorful interior that makes you want to smile. The result is a simple, fun, endearing, and intelligent car. While the final design is by Jean-Pierre Plouet, the round headlights are an idea from Lequesmont. It's cute, almost human, and that's something new. At a time when all cars want to look aggressive, the Twingo dares to be friendly. But they had to give a name to this future Renault. The brand wanted a name that evoked joy and movement. After testing Ipso, Maya, and Tonga, they created a new dance, a mix of twist, swing, and tango, Twingo. And after testing different fonts, the letters of the logo are simply stuck on the tailgate like toy stickers. It's cheaper, but it fits the spirit perfectly. And finally, there it is. On October 6th, 1992, at the Porte de Versailles, Renault unveils the Twingo at the Paris Motor Show. The public is left speechless, some love it, others snicker, but everyone is looking at it. And 5 months later, in March 1993, it arrives in showrooms. It's a tidal wave. Orders are skyrocketing. With its Cleon engine, inherited from the Super 5, its 5-speed gearbox, and its bright colors, the Twingo becomes a symbol of urban freedom. And what makes the Twingo strong is that it doesn't try to please everyone. It's simple, honest, and almost seems a bit awkward. And that's exactly what makes it irresistible. No luxury or frills, just pure practicality. Record-breaking spaciousness, seats that transform, and the feeling that every cubic centimeter has been designed to make life easier. It quickly became the car for young people, students, moms, city dwellers, retirees. In short, for everyone. From 1993 to 2007, over 2.5 million units were produced in Flins, Valladolid, Montevideo, and Medellin. The first-generation Twingo became a global sensation, notably produced in Colombia until 2012. While Europe was discovering the Twingo 3, South America was still buying the original Frog. It had some local features there. No rear windshield wiper, sometimes no radio antenna, and a more fuel-efficient 1-liter engine. But the spirit stayed the same. Fun, affordable, and practical. Twingo is proof that a crazy idea can become an icon. It restored Renault's confidence, inspired generations of designers, and proved that a car can be popular without being dull. And above all, it started a line. Twingo 2, 3, and now electric. The Twingo, in the end, is more than just a car. It's a lesson in industrial courage, an invitation to dare. And you, do you have any memories with the Twingo? Tell me in the comments. And of course, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of the upcoming videos.